Hey there, Ted again. I just wanted to go over a little trick for you, which is technicians a lot of times come in, they don't have a lot of boat handling experience, and they need to know a little bit about some knots. So basically, you want to tie two ropes together real quick. Is just take a knot like you're tying your shoes, and then the end over the top stays on the top, and it goes around like that, and that is a square knot. Now that won't come apart. It's a way to tie two ropes together, but it's almost impossible to get it apart when you put tension on it. So here's a little trick for you. It's the same knot, but it's basically called a slip reef knot. It changes the name, and that is because what you're going to do is you're going to take the tail end of the bottom line, just make a little loop with it like this. So now you've got, and I'm going to grab a little bit more rope here just so it's easier to show you. And instead of going over the top and making that knot, you're going to use this loop. You're just going to fold the rope back on the tail end of it. And now when you pull it, it still makes a square knot, but you've trapped the loop here. And when you pull that tight, no matter how tight you tighten it, okay, it still has the same configuration as a square knot. The only major differences here is you have the tail end. And with that tail end, I mean, I can pull this as tight as I want. I can, pull on a tree or whatever. All I have to do to undo it is just grab the end of it here and just pull it out. And once you pull the loop out, it comes right apart. So that's a really nice knot to know, is that, slip reef knots. So what I do is, to keep it easy, is just to make my regular loop again, and then just remember to take the tail end of it and go over the top. So the part that comes over, just go back over just like you're making a square knot, and pull it through. Okay, and there you go. And that's what it turns into. And as long as you have that loop here and that loop here facing each other, you know it's not coming apart, and then boom, it comes right apart. Great knot to know. Another one is a bowline. Everybody should know this, and you're in the Marine. It's real easy to remember, is to make a loop. All right, take the tail end and pull it out. So now what you have is you have this loop here, and as the old statement goes, if the line is going through under, then you go over, you reverse the direction. So if it's going down, facing down, you go over the top and back up through the hole. And basically what that's going to do is that's going to trap the line like that. That's a bowline. That's the way it should look. And that's easy to come undone, because if you put this over and you put a bunch of tension on it, you just grab this in and you roll it back, and then you can pull that apart. So bowline is another knot to know, okay? And then of course, if you're gonna wrap this around something and you wanna stop a boat or something, always remember to wrap it around a cleat once. That gives you the friction, okay? And if you wrap it around twice, that gives you the double the friction. So you could stop almost the Queen Mary when you put a couple of wraps around a post or a cleat or something like that to slow the boat down. So just remember that. Don't just wrap it around, under the post once, because you will burn your hands. Just quick wrap it around twice, and you have all that friction there, and you can slowly let that go. Okay, so just a couple quick tips for you. Bowline and a slip reef knot are really nice to know how to do that. The book we use here at school in the Marine program, Marine Technology program here at New England Tech, is we use Chapman's Piloting, and on Chapman's Piloting I have them go through this, and I have several of these knots that they have to show me for their MT 105 final exam. So if you guys have any other questions, especially about the Marine program here, just give me a call or email us at neit.edu. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.